On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This is taken just shy of the 10. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. The 20.
Oh, we got plenty.
And he will score.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Darnell Savage on the tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
51, Mike 51. And we heavy on the edges. Hey, 59. Shoot.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Looking from the gun. Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Packers.
Rodgers pass.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Ball carrier. The tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It was Snacks, Damon Harrison, who came in and ate him for lunch. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
11 yards there, 1st down.
28-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Texans nothing.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Bradley Chubb.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing on second down. Watson. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal. At the Packers' 7-yard line.
Watson a give. This is Johnson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Now third and goal.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change.
Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger.
Pass complete to
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a throw here, hauled in. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Watson on the move to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Stills, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Watson looks to throw again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
45-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Rodgers has intercepted. The Texans take over first down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they start the second half with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Number 17.
Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
The sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, Watson. His throw incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end, and it's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now Watson throws another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield and out of bounds right around the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed to break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made at the 20.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, Watson. And Cooks hands it over the middle. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Operating from the gun, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On first down, Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, he fooled them with the inside run.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Rodgers going to try and run. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he returns this to the 22.
Return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. 1st down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks. To the air yet again. Watson. Caught left side by Cobb. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And Randall Cobb, now a member of the Texans, but he had some great seasons on the other sideline, catching passes from Aaron Rodgers with the Packers. Played with him from 2000. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers looking to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head home next week to take on the...
I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck ass, y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Oh, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want say your wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse built to reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I didn't got it. See my joke.